Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're putting AI-generated code to the test. Can we really build a full-stack app just by prompting an AI? We tried it multiple times, changing only one thing, the quality of the prompt. What we wanted to know. 1. How far can AI code generation go with minimal input? We started with the bare minimum, the kind of one-liner you often see in AI demos. Create a web-based todo app with a Node.js backend and React frontend. It should allow users to add to-do items, list them, and mark them as completed. Here's what we got. No real folder structure, just two main files. Backend and front-end logic were in single files. It used older syntax, common JS in the backend, and .js files instead of JXing in React. No logging, no error handling, no configuration. All todos were shared. There was no user separation, no tests, no linting, no environment setup. But the app did run. Technically, it was basic, but functional. Next, we reviewed the code and gave it some feedback. All users can see each other's to-dos. Fix that. The AI added a shared function to handle users, but only partially used it. It also didn't implement real user authentication, just a name field. That was expected though, since we hadn't asked for login yet. We pointed out another issue. Why are you pulling the user from the request body when there's already a shared function? It fixed that immediately. So the takeaway here? AI doesn't fix what it doesn't know is broken. Then we moved on to infrastructure. Add a PostgreSQL database and Dockerize both the front end and back end. It created Docker files and wired up the database, but there were some major concerns. Raw SQL was embedded directly in the logic, no ORM. No query sanitization security risks were introduced without the AI realizing it. It worked. But again, it was fast at the cost of safety. This time, we gave it a detailed prompt, like something you'd hand to a junior developer. We defined the folder structure, syntax, security expectations, database layers, Docker support, logging, and configuration. The difference was immediate. Clean modular structure ES modules and .jax used properly. Controller, repository, database pattern, secure API endpoints with user-level isolation logging, error handling, Docker, and .env support all included. The front end also got an upgrade. Multiple components, proper routing, and React best practices were followed. This looked like a real app foundation. Of course, it wasn't perfect out of the box. When we tried to run the back end, it failed due to a missing dependency. The front end was missing the public folder, and the health check route was misinterpreted. We prompted again, and AI fixed each issue. Eventually, both front-end and back-end were running and connected properly. By this point, the app was functioning as expected. Front-end and back-end connected Dockerized user data, isolated logs, and error handling in place. Some things were still missing, like navigation between pages and styling, but those are for a different tutorial. So what did we learn? The AI didn't get smarter. The prompt got clearer. The more you define architecture, structure, and expectations, the better the code becomes. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're into real-world AI development tests like this one.